Hey guys, it's Travel Center, and today I'm going to be talking to you about WWDC 2017. This was, to me, I've been watching WWDC now for about 4 or 5 years, and this has been probably the best one I've ever seen. I don't know, you guys are probably a little younger or older watching this video, but to me, this is probably the best one I've seen yet. Across all platforms, iOS, macOS, WatchOS. One thing they didn't really talk about was tvOS. If I look through all my notes, I never really got one thing on tvOS. So we'll find out what's going on with tvOS 11. I guess in the update. But if you guys did watch the keynote, please let me know down below if you did receive anything on tvOS 11, and I will be sure to report that back to you guys in a separate video and look into it. Thanks. So just starting off before everything, big announcement with Amazon and Apple. Amazon is making available their Amazon Prime Video app. So they took a little bit different of approach this time into their software. This time they started out with WatchOS 4, which I think was a good idea because, to me that was a little bit least important. And they got more important, especially iOS, most important, best for last. Of course. So heading into that, we did have some very, of course, normal addition of watch faces this time. We had a Siri watch face, which shows you basically throughout your day what you're going to do, and just like Facebook, it's got pictures of memories of things you've looked at, and it automatically refreshes when you have it connected to either the cloud or your phone. That's the only time. And then we have another one, and in this one it's got 3 different types. This is a kaleidoscope face. I personally would not use that. But that's me. I honestly wouldn't do that. And another watch face. This also has 3 in it. This is very cool. I personally wouldn't use it. Maybe you have a little kid that had an Apple Watch. If you do, I think 3 that they would also enjoy are the Woody, Jesse, and Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. That's really cool. Glad they're integrating those little kid figures into the Apple Watch. I think it's a great idea, and I do have those right here. So if we just take a look at these, right here we've got the Siri. I don't know if you can. There you go. There's Siri. It basically shows you throughout your day what you'll be doing, stuff like that, weather, basically all sorts of things. And the other one is kaleidoscope. Now this one you can customize basically a lot. So we got this photo right here. So that's a sample photo. We'll put it in a kaleidoscope form. Okay, I guess we're going to stick with that. So that's option. So you can either have that or just a radial overall, like all the colors, what the typical color would be for that if it was munched together. Here we've got another photo 2, and that's what it looked like in face, and that's radial. Pretty simple stuff. Sadly, they don't have Wood, Jesse, and Buzz Lightyear in there, but I will get to those. I will have those on my Twitter when they become available and when I find them. Some other things, activity. The activity app on the Apple Watch. It's very cool that they are wanting to make more achievements available to you, so you don't always have those normal achievements. So like, oh look, you completed your 3 rings all this month. Great for you. They're wanting to do more monthly challenges, and they're all based on you. So say I only get, my goal is 600 calories to burn a day. Well, I only burn 400. Well, maybe they give me like a challenge, say, maybe if you burn, we'll give you an award for burning 400 calories each, at least 400 calories each day, for a whole week. Then they give me an award for that. And that would help me build up to my 600 today. Then I build up more and more and become even more healthier. That's a kind of a way they want you to fall in love with this, basically. And just a quick touch on the workout app, they did give it a new UI or user interface. And now in workouts, you can do multiple things at once. So, say I'm running, but at the same time I want to do high intensity. Well, now I can run both of those at the same time, which is really cool. And now, this is what I love. I thought this was really cool. Using the same NFC chip that's in the Apple Watch for Apple Pay, you can bring your Apple Watch up to the reader of new ones, of new workout equipment, like treadmills and other stuff. I don't know the other ones. It will sync that information together, so you won't have two different types. So like you have one number of calories here and a different number up on the machine. They'll both be the same, and they'll both be tracking the same way. They'll both have the same numbers, and it will be very even. It'll look good. Of course, multiple music playlist support now available on the Apple Watch and WatchOS 4. And now, they did it with iOS. They switched it from right to left. But now on the Apple Watch, instead of having the dock like so, instead of going this way to find stuff, you're going up and down like this. Just like this. It's going up and down. Which to me it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's just a dock change. I could care less, but if you do care, please let me do it down in the description down below. And then WatchOS 4 developer preview is available yesterday, so you can download that. And then the public release, there is no public beta for the Apple Watch, but the public release will be in the fall, and that will be announced shortly thereafter, the September event. Moving on to macOS, this is very, very good. Very surprised at what they came out with. The name, I don't know what they were thinking, because I thought he was joking, and he wasn't. So the new name for this is macOS High Sierra. We're just gonna pause right there and think about that. Okay, so now that we've paused and thought about that, great job Apple on renaming their software. I mean, that was just a real great one. I mean, that was really good. So we're just going to head right in. They did a lot of things with Safari. I think this will help bring people over to Mac, to being Mac users. Not particularly the high-end ones, like the MacBook and stuff like that, but more so of maybe like the low-end MacBook Pro, like one without the touch bar, or the MacBook Air, or just the 12-inch MacBook. I think that would really help them bring it in. So on Safari, they have autoplay blocking. So one is, what if you're reading a news article, say on CNN, and there's a video on it? Well, it automatically plays. Well, I don't want to listen to that. It automatically detects it. Automatically detects that, and it shuts it off. It mutes it for you. It doesn't mute your whole volume. It just mutes that video, and it's really helpful. I actually like that. Also, Safari. They ran it in modern Java, modern JavaScript, and all that other goody stuff. It is 80 times faster than Google Chrome. Wow. I don't know what version of Google Chrome they were basing that off of, but if that's the current Google Chrome, wow. I mean, that is fast. I remember when Google Chrome came out and they were like, this is fast. 80 times faster? That's pretty fast, honestly. That's really fast. I'm curious how it holds up to Microsoft Edge in like Windows 10 and stuff. Going on, Safari has intelligent tracking prevention. Let me explain this to you, because I didn't really get it at first until they started explaining it. So, say you're going to, I don't know, Abercrombie and Fitch. You go on, you buy a nice button-up shirt, a polo, some jeans, and a t-shirt. Maybe some cologne or something, you know? Well, you buy it. You complete your order. It says, thank you for your order, da-da-da-da. Well, say I go on to Amazon, and I'm just scrolling through Amazon, whatever, where I'm reading a news article, and all of a sudden pops up Abercrombie and Fitch on the side. Well, I don't want to read that. I don't want to know about that. Well, this also has code in it to where it stops that from happening. So, it stops it from going on like that. Stops it from doing that. I mean, that's a really cool idea. I actually absolutely love that idea, honestly. So moving on. Going into mail. I don't ever remember this having this. I mean, I really don't. I don't remember it being like this, but apparently mail didn't have split view, and now it does, has split view support. I don't remember ever not having that, but now it does. I guess they've highlighted it. And mail now this is huge on Macs, because if you get like a low configuration space, you absolutely want this. It now has 35% less storage take up. Now that is huge. You may not think 35 is a lot, but if you think about it and how much storage, say you only have 256 or even a MacBook Air with 128, that's a lot. I mean, because 128 on MacBook Air goes goodbye like that. That, honestly, that's a lot. If you think about it. Photos now recognizes your faces better. Has better facial recognition inside. So you take a selfie, well, this person's in this and this person's in this photo. Helps out a lot better. And it also has better photo editing now in photos. A lot better. I've never used it before, but I guess I will now if I ever need to. I always use Pixelmator or something like that to edit my photos. But what they did in there at WWDC was really cool. And of course, the biggest thing, now you may remember this, I don't know if you knew, but Apple moved over to a new file system. It's called Apple File System, of course, or APFS. And they introduced this in iOS 10.3, and that's part of the reason it took forever to download if you didn't know. Well, now in macOS 10.13, or High Sierra, it's now coming to that. Now, towards this part of the keynote, it started to take a turn. They started to talk about Metal, and they have it's a new Metal 2, so it's the next generation of Metal. This is where it started to take a turn. They're introducing VR. Metal can now use VR. Now, this is huge for gamers. So if you're a gamer, this is huge. and so is something else that's getting ready to come up. Steam. If you don't know what Steam is,